Izzy was like dominant. Some people are trying to make it sound like he wasn't dominant. It was a very competitive fight from both sides. Izzy looked good. He looked stronger than he usually looks. It was scaring me. I don't like Izzy as a fighter, but he was definitely scaring me as I was cheering for Rodriguez. Also, in this card, we have someone scoring the tie to a loss fight 30-27. What? In what world? And that judge was also pulled. He got pulled after that card, and he was supposed to judge the co-main event and the main event, and they pulled him for corruption investigation. It's crazy. And like Joe Rogan, even like the fight companion was like making it sound like Izzy was like dominant. Like he's just not right. And I know everyone's like, oh, you're going against Joe Rogan. This is my opinion. Izzy won round 1. I had Rodriguez 2 and 3. Izzy round 1. But someone actually made a very good point. I was watching some MMA YouTubers videos, and he said something that made a lot of sense. When someone's on the ground with someone, and then they want to go and get back up off the ground, because he is the reason why I started watching UFC, and it was when he fought Dustin Poirier the first time. My favorite fight ever is Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor 2. I paid a lot of money for a shirt in my closet that, like, you could only get at that event, and I had to buy it on eBay, and I paid a lot of money for it. I got Conor McGregor figurines right here. Here, I'll grab one. I got this one right here. Conor McGregor figurine. Okay. And should I grab the other one? Actually, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll go grab the other one. Okay. Here is the other one right here. So I got the two McGregor figures, and then I'm also going to be tapping on this for the video. So I want to talk about Conor McGregor and if he is going to fight again. Question mark. Question mark. Do I think Conor McGregor will fight another fight in the UFC? Yes, I do. 100%. I think when Conor says something, like when Conor gives his word, usually it's pretty valid. There was a statement he made the other day, and I'm not saying Conor is anywhere near broke. No, I'm not saying that. Conor made a statement the other day, and it said, I want to fight this Chandler fight this year so I can use my pay to go get the new Bugatti. If you don't know, the new Bugatti's going for 6-7 million. So Conor's having to rely on other money for a Bugatti for a car when he was worth 600 million last year on Forbes, I think. I'm not saying he's broke, but like, I think he will need to fight again. Yes, I do. I think Conor will fight out his contract. He has 2 more fights left, or 3. What I believe Conor is going to do is fight Michael Chandler eventually. Probably in December. They want to close out the year on a big card. And sorry, my brain can only focus on one thing right now. He'll fight Michael Chandler to end the year. I think he will beat Michael Chandler barely. I think they'll fast track him to a title shot. He will then fight Islam Makhachev because it will sell tons of pay-per-views because of the huge beef there with Habib. It's a perfect storyline to tell. It's just a perfect opportunity to sell a ton of pay-per-views, get one last big event out of Conor McGregor. Conor will get dusted in 1 round. He will not survive, I don't think, even a round with Islam Makhachev. Prime Conor cut up this Conor. I'll say this, Prime Conor beats Prime Habib. Don't care. Hate on me in the comments, I don't give a shit, man. I think Conor McGregor will fight Islam, get destroyed, and then close out his UFC career with the Nate Diaz trilogy, which hopefully I have enough money and I can go to that fight, because that'll be a dream. That'll be a dream come true. There's only a couple of dreams in this world that I really want to do in my life. That's own a demon, go to Italy, and see a Conor McGregor fight, and some other things here and there. But that's like 3 of the biggest that. You can box Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, Garcia, any of these guys you can box. And like the Saudis they have the oil money, so they already throw millions to the UFC. They just sponsored the Noche UFC. And Dana White said that they gave him like 20 something million, just like, yeah, here's 20 million, just put our name on the sponsorship. At the cough. So, and the Saudi Arabians, like, they're not making more on these fights than they're paying them, so they're actually losing money hosting these fights, but they're so fucking rich. And those people, like, I wouldn't mess with, man. Like, these are the type of people that have people assassinated for just opening their mouth about these people. Like, I feel like if I, like, talk shit about the Turkish king, I would just have, like, these agents coming through my window right now with, like, assault rifles pointed at my head, aiming at me. Yeah, I feel like I'd be fucked. So, we love that, man. You're awesome. But, I mean, I don't think it's any secret that they're losing money on these fights, but that's what I think about Conor McGregor. I think he needs to go to rehab. I think he has a very obvious cocaine and alcohol issue. He has a partying issue, and here's just my thoughts. He owns a bar, he owns a whiskey company, and he owns a beer company. I don't think an alcoholic should be around that much alcohol and have that many businesses in the alcohol space. Just my opinion. It may be crazy. Conor likes to attack people for trying to point out the obvious, so let's be honest, he's not going to see this, and hopefully he doesn't. So, yeah. That's what I do think about Conor. I think, yeah, I told you what I think. I now want to talk about this John Jones, Tom Aspinall, Dana White triangle square with the other guy, the other fucking elder guy who's fighting, okay? Whose side am I on all this? Tom Aspinall's. Easy. John Jones is holding up yes, he is holding up 2 divisions now. I don't care what you say. You have Alex Pereira, who's fighting a number 8 ranked opponent. You got Aspinall, who's defending his number 1 contender belt more times than John Jones has defended his actual belt. Seems weird. John Jones should not fight Stipe Miocic. That's 2 old guys fighting. Stipe's gonna get destroyed. We want to see John Jones fight down Aspinall, because right now you got Pereira. After he beats this number 8 ranked guy, you could do on the same card Pereira, Aspinall, Jones, Stipe. Or if you do Stipe, Aspinall right now, you could do Jones and Pereira. Like, there's other. I honestly believe that the guy's holding up 2 divisions right now. I think the light heavyweight belt is a sham right now. Like, that division really has nobody. It's one of the worst divisions in the UFC. So I think Pereira is like, that's why every light heavyweight wants to go up to heavyweight, because it's not entertaining in light heavyweight. But Pereira's now wanting to make the move up to heavyweight and fight one of those 4. So you should just do a tournament for like the belt. Pereira, Aspinall, Stipe, Jones. The winner of both face for the belt. Again, there, bang, got it. There you go. And then let's talk about this Dana White glazing. Like, White will go on interviews and they'll ask him, what do you think about Alex Pereira? Dana White will be like, he's good, but John Jones is the number one pound for pound, like, fighter. And this is crazy how he's ranked, like, fourth. Like, this is, like, at this point, I feel John Jones has something over Dana White. I do, man. I don't care. I don't care if I get yelled at or anything. At this point, I think John Jones has something on Dana White. I don't know what it is. Maybe, we both know they like to party. Maybe they were swapping some people around. Some drugs were mixed in. Who knows, right? But this glazing, like this, it's out of control. It needs to stop. Like, it needs to stop. It's embarrassing. It's actually, Dana, like, this is embarrassing, Dana. Like, I know you're, like, all happy with those Nelk boys and stuff. I mean, their boys are dope, but, like, you alright, Dana? You alright? You alright, Dana? You okay? Like, it's just out of control, man, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. Do I think Tom Aspinall beats John Jones? Yes, I do. I think Tom Aspinall can do everything better than John Jones can do everything. And yes, I think Tom Aspinall might be the most complete fighter we've ever seen. Keep in mind, his fights only usually average like 2 minutes. Like, it's just crazy to think about that stuff. How good Tom Aspinall is. I know it's gonna sound like I'm glazing him, but I swear I'm not. I'm just calling it how I see it. Now let's talk about something that's let's talk about UFC. So the UFC is charging minimum ticket, the cheapest ticket to watch this event, $3,500. I kid you not. So you're gonna charge $3,500 to see an event that, yes, the main card is awesome. It's fucking phenomenal. We're not denying that. But I have a real issue when the rest of the main card is full of people who are usually on a normal card on the prelims, but just because they have a certain heritage or they're from a certain area, they get boosted up to the main card, and you expect people to pay $3,500 for a ticket just cause you have spent $28 million fucking dollars on this event, cause you want to keep your word so bad that you say stupid shit online like we're gonna do this severe, and you gotta spend $30 million. Keep in mind you're sponsored, but like, they gotta make the money, dude. Like, and I'm telling you right now, if that card sells any pay-per-views, it's because it's the Sphere, and it's not because of O'Malley. I'll tell you this right now. That last card with Cheeto, it was Cheeto he fought last, right? Yeah, with Cheeto. And they put him on that card. It wasn't selling. The MMA gurus said it. I saw it. Jesse on Fire saw it. We all saw it. It wasn't selling. So what do? They add Dustin Poirier onto the card. They added some, I think it was Kevin Holland was added, or someone else was added with like big name value. It starts selling. They're like, it's O'Malley. Dana White starts saying O'Malley's a draw. O'Malley is not a draw. Well, okay, O'Malley is a draw, but like, he's not a draw how they want him to be a draw. He's not a Conor McGregor draw. They want him to be the next years in. Aspinall's young. Pereira's 37 years old, man. Izzy's old. Usman has bad knees. Hamza, we don't know how many more fights he has left. Gaethje's probably got 4 fights left. Poirier's got 1 fight left. Islam, we don't know. Islam will be here for a while. Volk's kind of out now. Holloway's old, but I mean he's still going, but he's getting old. Stipe's gonna retire the next fight. Like they don't have a ton of young talent, and it's gonna be an issue. It's harder. It's kind of already an issue right now. But the UFC has a real issue with this Noche card. It's fucking. I would not fucking pay for that card, dude. It's honestly like it's a waste of money. And it infuriates me that they think that they can do that just because they're dumb. And they spend $30 million on a card. They think they can charge $3,500 a seat. I mean, it will sell out. People will pay it for it. But I think it's just fucked up, man. Because now you're like limiting it to people who would actually probably, if you're selling decent tickets, who would go watch. But decent prices, I mean. So my question is, why? What could they have done? O'Malley. So I get it. You want to have, you want to have the Mexican heritage of the card, okay? I get it. Then why not give us a stacked co-main event? Why not put Taporia and Holloway on this card? Why not put them on this card? Stacked co-main, stacked main. Give O'Malley the main card. You want him to be your superstar? Give him. We'll take Holloway, Taporia as the co-main. No one is going to complain about that. Nobody is. But then you do, the next card is Taporia and Holloway. I get it, you needed a big name for that card, but like, if you're gonna charge that much for tickets, you could at least put them on that card, and I'm sure you could get Conor and Chandler to do this next one. Like, but that Taporia Holloway card is sick. You got them, you got Hamzat and Whitaker. I think, is Kevin Holland on that card too? Or is he on another one? I love Kevin Holland, but like, it's just a fucking, it's a goddamn mess is what it is, man. But that card is gonna be sick. I do also want to talk about Michael Chandler. This guy has wasted 3 years. Keep in mind, he's like 35 or 36 years old. He has wasted 3 years of his career waiting for his red panty night Conor McGregor fight. 3 years, bro. You're 35 or 36 or 37 right now. He's got a fought. He could have fought like 5 times, dude. It's probably still at the Conor fight. What are you doing, man? Like, fuck, man. Also, Colby Covington, what the fuck are you doing, man? I'm gonna, know what? I'm just gonna air out every single person pissing me off right now. I hope it's calming you down, because I'm really enjoying this video. Colby Covington, you are out here catching pedophiles with Vitality on a kick stream. You're a UFC fighter, dude. Why are you hanging out with all these YouTuber guys? You are in a stacked division. I want to see Colby Covington versus Ian Gary, or Colby Covington versus like Wonder Boy. Usman, we gotta see Usman come back and fight. I want Usman, Leon Edwards. Or do Leon Edwards, Ian Gary, because Leon Edwards apparently KO'd Ian Gary in some like training thing, if you remember. Way back in the day, apparently Leon Edwards head kicked Ian Gary when they used to train together. So there's beef there. The welterweight division is so exciting right now. You got Hamzat, right? You got Whitaker. Actually, no. guys are Shavkat Rakhmonov, who's a fucking killer. You still got Wonder Boy in that division. You got guys on the come up who I may be forgetting. And the lightweight division's super fun too. But the bantamweight division's fucking stacked, dude. Stacked. And I hope O'Malley kills in that. Not actually, but like destroys Usman, Nurmagomedov, Habib's like brother or cousin. I hate that guy. He's like, isn't he the one who abused steroids and shit too? Yeah. I'm also a Conor fan. I can't like any Nurmagomedov, right? I want to add this in too. I was watching the Nelk Boys Dana White podcast. Dana White fucked himself over, man. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Dana White said in the Nelk Boys podcast, yeah, I lost $8 million one night from gambling. No big deal. Keep in mind, the UFC is in a lawsuit about not paying their fighters enough. The UFC, Dana White gets flack from Jake Paul and Cyborg and everybody for not paying their fighters enough. Then you got like the CEO or CEO of the company saying, I lost $8 million in a blackjack tournament. No big deal. Like, do you guys know how much the UFC fighters get paid for the first 5 fights? Or no, the first 2 fights, whatever. I think it's 12 and 12. So I think it's 12,000 to show up. So if as soon as they get in, they show up, they fight. And then if they win, they get like another 12 grand. So they win, they walk home with 24 grand. That's not a lot. They gotta pay their coaches, their gyms. If they got a food first like a chef, then usually they'll have strength and conditioning coaches. Then they'll have like a person who knows their body. I forget the name of it. They gotta pay a lot of people, and then taxes, right? You gotta pay Uncle Sam. It's not that much, and they have to fight 3 times a year to make like 50, 60 grand. Like these fighters, like a lot of them are homeless, living coaches, so coach surfing, homeless. The Rock has had to buy a UFC fighter a home. Like I do agree with the argument that Dana White is not paying his fighters enough. I do agree with it. I don't know what his deal with this stupid power slam stuff is. Power slam. It's fucking dumb. That's the one thing I do agree with Bob Menery on is power slap. He says it's doing better numbers than the NFL and NBA. I highly doubt it, dude. I highly doubt it. Pull some papers. Let's see those numbers, man. Yeah. These are just my opinions. I went on a little ramble. I'm sorry. We have Bilal as a champion right now. Like, this is crazy. Like, life is fucking nuts, dude. We have Bilal Muhammad as a champion. Times are tough, man. Times are really tough if we have him as a fucking champion, dude. We're screwed. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for the rest of the videos this week. Tomorrow, so Wednesday, this video should be coming out Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to have my parents, my mom, my dad, verse off in a Tingles versus to see who is better at ASMR. In the next video, I have a lot of new triggers. We got those is it for